front yard tour, I guess is what we're gonna call it. Because I got a ton of stuff, so it's gonna take a bit. That's my olive that my late friend Jack gave me. I thought it died in the frost and it didn't, so I'm happy. Second Russian sage. I love Russian sage. That is supposed to be a Grex of variegated perennial collards that don't look very variegated to me. This is a bunch of junk I'm growing out. We ain't really talking about all that. Finger lime, lemon, cypress. Really, really awesome plant. Jujube, dead plant. Contorta jujube. That is replacing that. Zinnias that I love, lavender, some sort of Tristan strawberry, I think is what that's called. I put that together just because I like it. This is from Home Depot. Okay, on to the cool stuff. So I didn't trim my Rising Sun Redbud like I should have before it, you know, leafed out and flower budded and all that. And then it rained a lot and broke some branches, so I may have ruined the tree. We'll see. I have some lettuce growing right here along the back of these blackberry tree bushes, and just garlic just thrown everywhere in the garden. That's some dill. I do have a lot more flowers this year. It used to be if I couldn't eat it, I didn't grow it, but I wanted some flowers. That is a panache fig, or a tiger fig, I think other people might call it that. Doing pretty good. I got a couple cuttings that I bought over the winter that are also rooting right now. A couple of my ranunculus have come up. It's a pretty hot area I live in, so I wasn't expecting miracles, but I'm pretty excited about that coming up. Bee balm, dahlias in that little cage. The soapwort lily. I don't know if I'll get any seeds, but I'm not messing with it until I know for sure that there will be no seed pods. And if there are seed pods, I'll be super duper happy. Weird though, great, because now like the leaves are yellowing, and I hope that doesn't mean like the death of my poor little. I love that soapwort lily. Surely it won't die. It'll just try and go to seed. So I had started years ago. Probably the very first thing I put in was a raspberry shortcake dwarf raspberry, and it's kind of still there among the rocks, but it has spread. Like that's some. It's spread everywhere. This is Joan J. raspberry back here. There's a little dwarf almond. It is sprinkling, so I may have to cut this short. There's some dwarf blueberries coming along right here, and there. A gumfrey and just a random gumfrey that I put in here. Some snapdragons. That onion's been growing on this front bed for like 4 years. I never do anything with it. I just leave it. It goes to seed every year. I don't get new seeds, but like new plants. Look at all these beautiful raspberries, and I'm about to pick them because they're good and tasty. I know there's another one. There it is. Oof. Oh, one fell apart. Oh well, super tasty. So the almond doesn't have a pollinator, but I really just got it for looks. Look at this. This is Sunset Echinacea. It is probably the prettiest echinacea I've ever seen. Russian sage. I love Russian sage, and so do the bees, which is why I got another one sitting on the front porch that I'm going to plant in the backyard. So that's a random pepper. I forget what kind of echinacea that is. I think it's the one that's like green. I do have a couple of Asiatic oriental lilies, whatever you want to call them, popping up around this pepper. This is my orange anniversary rose, which has stopped flowering for the season, but it's really pretty. Nana's daylilies are going to come in soon. I've got kind of just a conglomeration, so some sorrel, hollyhock, stevia, lemon verbena, my first dahlia that's going to go to flower over here. I really want it to flower so I can see what color it is. There's just random stuff around here, like some Shasta daisies. I see another. Sorry, little spider. Raspberry. Okay. What are you? Okay. So I have left some random watermelon seedlings that popped up because Hubs is like, can we have watermelon this year? And I'm like, you didn't eat the ones from last year, but whatever, we're growing them. There is rust in my daylilies. Once these are done flowering, I'll cut the whole thing down and treat it, probably with some copper. Gooey berry. I did get all of the berries I could off the gooey berry, but the birds and the deer also found my gooey berry. Perla. I love Perla. That's another sorrel. That stuff's really good. That is probably the most hardy green that I grow year round. It's always available, and it's pretty hot in my area, so I'm kind of surprised that it like handles that, but it loves the heat and the cold. So this Rosa rugosa with the pink flowers keeps spreading. You can see, like, that's pretty. I've dug up like 4 or 5 little babies it's put out already this year. Blueberry, that's also a blueberry. That's also a blueberry. None of them have done very well. I'm eating these raspberries if you're wondering why I sound like I do. Until this year. We had a terrible freeze, and this year everything's just gone bananas. Now, did I get any blueberries? No, not a single. I have 2, 3, 4. Over a dozen blueberry bushes around the front yard. And that doesn't include the 6 I have in the back. Not one of them put a flower on this year. I was pissed. Spanish lavender. Alright, so this is my peach tree that I took a little seedling from under my neighbor's tree because it has these dark fuchsia flowers. This little guy struggled. I can't even back. I gotta back way the F up. It's huge, and it's shading everything around it, and it just keeps getting bigger. I'm keeping it though. I'm keeping it. All right, dahlias, Nana's irises. Oh, let's see. Has the Lord blessed me today? Yes. Oh my gosh, a strawberry that the squirrels have not eaten, and the slugs haven't gotten to. Praise the Lord, a strawberry. All right, so this oregano has been here for like 4 years. And I just leave it. It goes to seed and it comes back every year, even with that -5 frost, like weird frost we got this winter. Look at you. Warren pear. Warren pear is one of the best pears you can have in the humid South in America. It's not gritty. It stands up to blight. I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect. Can't wait to have pears in a couple of years. Dahlias are getting big. Zinnias are starting to put on some flowers. The echinacea's gone bananas. I have no idea what this is. I'm waiting for, I don't know what it is. And the deer keeps coming and like eating my stuff. It's pissing me off, but what are you gonna do? So that is a Petite Negra fig. Oof, sorry, I'm trying to go through the pretty narrow. Look at this is my Queen Lime Zinnia. How freaking pretty are those? Those are freaking gorgeous. Lysianthus, never grown them before, but heard they're beautiful and that they could be perennial in my zone if it doesn't get too cold this winter. So I'm pretty excited to see if they come back, and really excited to see the flower colors. Another Spanish lavender, that, I forget what that's called. It's a Mediterranean plant, red flowers, edible leaves. Can't remember the name. I really need to put like plant name label things on everything. Just random tomatoes that I put in here because I had extras. Garlic, I just throw garlic everywhere and just let it grow. Like, I don't even pull the scapes off. Like, why would I? Just let it go, do its thing. At this point, it serves as a disease and pest deterrent, and then I can just grab it whenever I want. So the snapdragons are all putting on blooms. I'm really excited about that. I love snapdragons. This Nanking cherry was covered in blooms and bees all spring. We didn't get any berries, and I have another wild cherry plum like right next to it, just thickening right here. I don't know. It was supposed to be self-fertile. I don't think it is. These are just herbs I planted, but see, snapdragon. None of my snapdragons are in flower. I have got, I don't know if you can see it, but that's a little elderberry. It's like a black lace elderberry, so I'm hoping it'll grow and get bigger. This is a native mist flower, but it's not like the regular mist flower that most people sell. This is actually native to the United States and Texas, so butterflies will like it, bees will like it. It will spread a lot. Like, it can take over this whole area because nothing seems to grow out here very well in this corner. I don't know why. The daisies are putting on their blossoms. Carolina spice bush getting big. I love that I got this. I like pick where I'm going. I love I got this Turk's cap to replace the one that I thought had died in the frost, and it's pink. It's pink and it's pretty. That Viburnum Nana is probably gonna go, and I want to put a fig tree there because I have 2 fig trees rooting. The panache ones, and the figs taste like raspberry jam, so I'd much rather have a fig tree here than this thing that doesn't do anything. Pawpaws are getting bigger. And this pawpaw is getting bigger. You can hear the rain. Peace lily. Or no, lily of the valley. So those are coming up. This is some turmeric. I had a patch. I wanted another patch. That is Rubus odorata, or sweet smelling raspberry, which is also native to the Northeast. But it's doing well here, and I can't wait for it to just make a big old bush. It should make like a 5-foot wide tall bush right here. I am probably going to plant a couple of mulberries along this side. We are taking down this peach tree, and you'll see why if I back up a little. Oops, sorry guys. So that one, it's just not performing. Like that one's doing really well, that one's not. So we're gonna take it down. I'll probably put another fig right here and another mulberry tree right there to take its place. The hydrangeas are doing really well. And my turmeric patch did start coming back from over here, but I planted the other one out there because again, with the frost, I just wasn't sure. So I did dig up some tubers, put them back here. The lemon balm's going bananas. I hate like walking in here because there is a path, but it gets so overgrown and I'm afraid I'm like killing spiders or bugs or whatever. All right, garlic. These are actually yacon, Murata yacon, which I thought was dead. Check this out, I found it at the garden center. It's a variegated hydrangea. I didn't even know those things existed. So when I saw it, I was like, dude, this was mine. I want this. Blueberry bushes are doing okay. This one never has done very well. I think it just doesn't get enough light. I'll probably just try and find something that likes the shade and put it over there because it also looks like it has maybe some rust issues. Daylilies are starting in. Spiderwort's still going strong. So this always looks really pretty in the morning. And then by the midday, kind of tapers off. Dude, it's like half pink, half purple. You could probably hear the rain. Excuse me, coming in. Center bed. I need to trim down this heirloom rose from my Nana's house or my great grandmother's house. And then I love this flower. It's a wildflower weed, but the deer keeps coming by and eating all this hops off. I'm really tired of the deer. I did take out most of the blue cornflowers except the ones that were still standing. We have Nigella going to seed, like developing seeds. The borage is still coming out. The pink clover, red clover I guess people call it, still going strong. I do have some asters growing in the back, borage going in the back. Not much going on in the back. So we'll just, I don't know. I feel like I should put something here, but I don't know what. So I just leave it. I hate that. I really want something to be growing here. So, all right, I'm getting rained on. That's enough.